What is going on YouTube? It is your host, Mr. Epandemic, back at you again with another video after a long while. This time we'll be taking a look at the Beats Studio Buds Plus. Now, the original Beats Studio Buds, I had them when I was still doing my channel and I absolutely hated them. I did not enjoy them. The sound quality was horrible, but they felt just about the same, looked about the same, weighed about the same. But the Plus definitely do earn that Plus badge. These sound significantly better than the originals. The originals were kind of hollow, so to speak, in my opinion. I did not enjoy them at all, but these are amazing. Let's find out why. First thing I want to start off on is the design. I do love the design. It's really simple, but it looks like a little black pebble. I think it looks amazing. The smooth black coloring, at least for this one, the glossy gold V right in the middle, this just really looks phenomenal. Of course, it is also USB-C, but it does have a decidedly plastic feel. Not a bad thing, but you can definitely tell it's kind of feels like the low end quality of plastic. Of course, what you get in the box is the standard stuff. You get the small, very small charging cable that comes with it as well. You get extra ear tips, extra small. The medium's already installed on the earbuds and the large tips. Personally, I'm a medium all the way. That's just what fits my ear the best, but you do have options just in case. And the way that they are cradled in the actual case when you open it, I do quite love it. It looked a bit weird. I accidentally might have tore my packaging in half in the beginning, but aside from that, I think it's pretty awesome and I do like the presentation. That can definitely really tell you the quality of a product when you get it is how it's presented to you. Personally, I think the presentation was really good, but unfortunately kind of missed on me. Themselves, of course, look just like the originals, kind of like this hook shape, if you can see it. Here we go. There you go, give you a better look at it, hopefully. I don't hate it. I don't hate it at all. They fit comfortably in my ears. They're not heavy at all. And of course, having physical touch buttons on them is, in my opinion, usually much better than capacitive touch buttons. I love it. I love the design. I think these look amazing. More on the physical touch buttons. Of course, you do have the single press to pause and play music, answer a phone call if you need to. You do have the double press to skip forward and the triple press to skip back a track. Of course, the standard normal earbud controls, and they work well. They work really well. My only knock with it is because they're physical touch buttons and they're sitting in your ear without a sort of stem or any sort of additional piece to really grab onto. If you press it into your ear. That can be a bit uncomfortable or even annoying for some people after a certain amount of time, but it wasn't too bad to annoy me personally. Having the original Beats Studio Buds, I did kind of expect that. Having other earbuds like the Galaxy Buds, for example, or the Pixel Buds Pro, same thing. Those have capacitive buttons, but having to press it or tap it, it gets pushed further into your ear. An unexpected bonus or a really inconvenient annoyance, depending on who you are. Of course, as per 2023, they do charge via USB-C and they do feature fast charging, which of course in 2023 is amazing. There is no wireless charging, which I do kind of miss because I have wireless chargers all over my rooms, one here on my table, one at my other desk. But again, the fast charging does kind of save it from that sort of a tragic fate. In addition to fast charging, it does have fast pairing. Opening up the case like so and just holding it beside your device, whether iOS or Android, does give it that quick pairing capability. Just tap the connect button and you're good to go. Let you prompt through it, set up your voice assistant, the normal things that every earbud should have and let you do. Moving forward to the sound quality, These sound amazing. In my opinion, I actually do like the sound much better than the AirPods Pro, which I do also have. But these have far more bass. It's what really makes me enjoy listening to music, even listening to videos, people speak, podcasts, so on and so forth. The sound quality from these is phenomenal. I do wish it had an EQ so you can change certain things. Bass is not for everybody. Some people prefer treble, some people prefer a balanced sound, but I unfortunately do want to say you won't exactly get that here in my opinion. But honestly, nonetheless, I score the sound quality an easy 5 out of 5 if I had to give it a rating. However, call quality seems to be a double-edged sword. While I could hear people very, very well when I spoke to them on the phone, other people said that it ranged from I sound fine to it sounds like I'm far away in a tunnel or distorted. I don't know what really determined that factor. I'll admit I did stress test it a little bit. So I was out walking, running. It's been kind of windy here lately. So I was trying to put it through its paces just to give it a real solid test. But call quality seems a bit hit or miss in my opinion. Speaking of quality, the voice assistant. The voice assistant works perfectly fine. Say the hey hot word and it'll immediately activate. If you're listening to music, it will lower itself down. The voice assistant will prompt and you speak whatever you need. If you're listening to a video, podcast, anything like that, the same thing. The volume will lower and you just speak your command or whatever you need. I thought it was, of course, convenient, amazing, and haven't had a single problem with it. But what I did have a problem with was the transparency mode and connectivity. First one I'll speak on is the transparency mode. It's okay. It is okay. If you're used to Apple's products, especially the AirPods or the AirPods Pro, those with transparency mode sound amazing. It sounds like you barely even have earphones in your ear after a while. You just get used to it. You hear people speak very, very well. And I think the AirPods do, of course, have an edge over the Beats Studio Buds Plus for that. Of course, the price is about $100 less, so that's to be expected. But I was hoping they put a little bit of that technology in here, I suppose. Again, they sound fine. They sound fine. I don't hate it, but it's not the best. But noise cancellation, that's where it's at. Noise cancellation, put them in, everything else has gone silent for you. But the connectivity though, I have had some really weird connection issues. One earbud would sometimes connect, but the other just wouldn't. I have to put it back in the case, close it, and then open it again in order for it to pair. Or if I am listening to music or if I am listening to a video, watching a video, sometimes it would literally just stop. It would stop for just about a half second and then reconnect immediately and then continue playing like it didn't just skip my audio. But it's not bad. It didn't happen too much to the point of annoying me, but having these for the past, give or take week, that has happened to me at least 2, maybe 3 times over the course of a few days. Perhaps it worked itself out with the software update I recently did for my iPhone and for my OnePlus phone at the moment, but that is something I do want to at least note. And another feature I didn't know they had until recently is the Find My feature. With them being Beats from Apple, I should have expected it, but I didn't think about it until I lost an earbud and was like, well, what do I do now? Remembering the AirPods Pro, they have a Find My feature. They play this really weird, chirpy, kind of crackly sound when you're trying to locate it, but I think, of course, just having that feature at all is amazing for the Beats Studio Buds, for any headphones, to be honest with you. Honestly though, all in all, they're a set of earbuds. They don't do too much, but they do just enough, hopefully, for what you need. I love them. I do. I love them. I think they're amazing. I Again, have had a few problems with them, but not enough to make me want to return them or enough to just want to stop using them. Believe it or not, I did actually replace my AirPods Pro with these. The transparency mode was amazing, yes, but for my job, sometimes blocking people out is a bit of a blessing. And the sound quality from these is far better than my AirPods, in my opinion. Again, if they had an EQ, I think that would really put these over the top, but I love them. But as I said earlier, they're a set of earbuds. Hopefully they work for what you need, sound good for what you listen to, and just last you quite a while. But I do have to also wonder and tell you guys, these for $169.99 or the Nothing Ear 2s for $150. Personally, I chose the Nothing Ear 2s. These have been my favorite earbuds, even replacing my previous favorite Pixel Buds Pro. Not for the sound quality, but for the extra features that you get. You can't go wrong with either one. That's just a fact. In my opinion, you can't go wrong with either one. But having that active EQ for the Nothing Ear 2s, having the transparency mode be just about as good, the noise cancellation be close to good as the Studio Buds Plus, and just having the ability to customize the sound quality for what you may want or what you may need, to me that fits my needs and desires far more. Plus, it has wireless charging as well. That was the biggest problem I had with the Beats Studio Buds. Not having wireless charging for more money than the Nothing Ear 2s or more money than most other buds at $169. But again, that's not a deal breaker. It shouldn't be a deal breaker to anyone. I think you'll be happy regardless whether you go with these, whether you go with the Nothing Ear 2s, whether you go with the AirPods second generations, anything like that. Hopefully this has told a few people something. Again, I enjoy them. My recommendation, easy 4 out of 5. I say buy them if you want them. That's been it for this video. Hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you in the next one.